ending just a day after United States Supreme Court ruled his reciprocal tariff, called them illegal. Trump has taken to social media to announce a fresh hike in tariffs. Now, Donald Trump, remember, initially announced a global tariff hike of 10% just hours after, remember, that Supreme Court ruling. Now he has gone a step further, declaring that tariff will be raised again, and now this time from 10% all the way to 15%. In a truth social media post, Donald Trump called the Supreme Court order completely ridiculous before announcing a global tariff hike from 10% to 15%. On that, let me once again bring in my colleague Srinjoy. Srinjoy, even though Donald Trump has announced that he has hiked 10% all the way to 15% as far as global tariff is concerned, this has left a lot of businessmen, Indians, very confused. Is it 10% for India? Is it 15% or 18%?
Well, a lot of people all over the world are confused. So we can hardly blame Indians for being confused. But the whole point is, let's look at India. It began as 25%, it became 50%, it became 18% after that, then 10%, now 15%. So this will create some confusion amongst Indians. It will create similar confusion in different parts of the world and also in America. Now there are people importing all these goods from India, from China, from other countries. Now the importers will have to look at different prices for different goods on different days. Now that's kind of odd. So these are things the US government may want to look at, because if you want to raise tariffs after the Supreme Court has done what it has, it could have been a good idea to make it 15% straight off. Why go to 10 and then to 15? So that's a little odd. But now that it has happened, there are two questions that come up. First, what will the Supreme Court do? If they've said no to the previous tariff, will the Supreme Court take similar action this time? We have to see what the Supreme Court does. Also, will this lead to trouble within America? Is there unhappiness about the fact that these tariffs seem to be going up and down? And naturally, this could lead to inflation or at least uncertainty. So all this is something that has to be looked at.
Absolutely. In fact, now we're learning that Donald Trump has hiked the global tariff from 10% to 15%, and he's left people with a lot of confusion. Thanks so much, Srinjoy, for clarifying that for us and getting us all those details. We have another breaking update coming in. Meanwhile, the